Okay, so we on the alpha two four alphabets, Ta, Tha, Ain, Ghain. So we'll be taking Ta and Tha because they look alike. They're written the same way, only that Ta doesn't have points and Tha has point on it. So how do we write Ta في بداية الكلمة at the beginning of the word? So it's going to be written. So it's going to be written normally, then it has its connection on the right because it's now one of the six alphabet that doesn't join on the left. So it's going to be written normally. So طا في وسط الكلمة متصل. So we have this connection on the left, on the right, because it's connected in the middle. Then we write طا. Then we have the connection by default on the left. So طا في وسط الكلمة غير متصل. طا at the middle of the word, not connected. So you write طا normally. Then it has its connection on the left by default. طا في نهاية الكلمة متصل. So you have your connection first, then you write طا normally. Then طا في نهاية الكلمة غير متصل. طا at the end of the word, not connected. So you write it normally. Then the same way we write the. Oops. Sorry for that. So the is written this way. So the at the middle. So we have the at the middle, not connected. And we have the at the end, connected. We have the at the end, not connected. So it's going to be written normally. So we have ein and ghoin. Ein and ghoin also are written the same way. And both of them are not from the alphabets, from the alphabet that joins on the left by default. So ein is going to be written like this with its connection on the left by default in the beginning. Then ein في وسط الكلمة متصل. So we have the connection on the right and also the connection by default on the left. So ein في وسط الكلمة غير متصل. Ein in the middle of the word, not connected. So you write ein, then you have the connection on the left. So ein في نهاية الكلمة متصل. Ein at the end of the word, connected. So you have your connection first, then you write your ops. I didn't move my cursor, sorry. So you write your connection first, then you write your ein afterwards. Then ein في نهاية الكلمة غير متصل. Ein at the end of the word, not connected. So this is how it's going to be written. Then you go ahead. Let's go ahead to Ghain. It's going to be written the same way in the beginning. So your connection, then Ghain, then the connection at the middle, connected. So Ghain at the middle, not connected. You write Ghain and this. غين في نهاية الكلمة متصل. So yeah, غين at the end of the word, connected. So we write the connection first and then غين. غين في نهاية الكلمة غير متصل. So we write غين normally. So this is how to write طا ظا عين غين. Then we go to the next slide, which we have fa, قاف, kaf. Fa, qaf, kaf. So fa and qaf are written the same, like I think maybe in the beginning, in the middle, but as for the end, they differ a bit. They differ a bit. And fa has 1 point and qaf does not have, qaf has 2 points. Now, so, and also fa, qaf, kaf they do join on the left by default. So let's start with fa. Fa fi bidayatil kalima. So fa at the beginning of the word. So we write fa, then we give it its connection. Then fa fi wasatil kalima muttasil. Fa at the middle of the word connected. So we write it, then we give it its connection on both sides. So fa fi wasatil kalima ghayr muttasil. So you write fa, then its connection by default on the left. So fa fi nihayatil kalima muttasil. So we have the connection, then we write fa. So fa fi nihayatil kalima ghayr muttasil. So we just write fa only. The same way we're going to write qaf. So we write qaf with its connection in the beginning by default. So qaf fi wasatil kalima muttasil. So the connection first, then qaf, then connection. Then qaf fi wasatil kalima ghayr muttasil. Qaf at the middle of the word not connected. So we write qaf first, then its connection on the left by default. So qaf fi nihayatil kalima muttasil. So you have the connection, then qaf. Then qaf fi nihayatil kalima, you write qaf only. So when you look closely, you see that qaf, you see that I think in the beginning and the middle, they are still written the same way. They look alike. But when you come to the end, you see that fa is written on the line. Fa is written on the line. But when it comes to qaf, the qaf goes up, then came down a bit down the line, then came up again. So this is the difference in qaf at the end of the alphabet. While fa is going to lie on the line, when you're writing in your book, it's going to be on the line. Everything you're going to write is just the last thing is going to be on the line, then the remaining is going to be above the line. But for qaf, it's going to be above the line and beneath the line. So this is the difference between kaf and qaf at the end of the alphabet. So let's go to kaf. As we all know, kaf is not one of the alphabet, is one of the alphabet that joins on the left. So we write kaf, then we give it its connection. So kaf fi wasatil kalima muttasil. So kaf at the middle of the word connected. So it's going to have its connection on both sides. The first one because it's connected on the right, and the second one because by default it connects on the left. So kaf fi wasatil kalima ghayr muttasil. Kaf at the middle of the word, not connected, so we can see the connection on the left. Now, kaf fi nihayatil kalima muttasil. Kaf at the end of the word, connected, so we see this, its connection, then we write kaf normally. Then kaf fi nihayatil kalima ghayr muttasil. Kaf at the end of the word, not connected, so we just write it normally as we've been writing it, then we call it a day. So this is how to write fa, qaf, kaf. Then the next one is, the next set of alphabets are lam, mim, nun. So all these three alphabets also, they do get connected to alphabets that comes after them on the left. So lam fi bidayatil kalima. So lam fi bidayatil kalima is going to be written with a connection like this. So if you look closely, should in case we don't put a connection, okay, but should in case, okay, I think what I want to illustrate is that should in case, let's just say we wrote alif, you get it? Then maybe when you're writing, because by default, if I put a connection, it will not connect. But if you were writing and you wrote alif and you connected it on the left. I mean alif, okay, let me just write alif, okay, only. You wrote alif and you connected it on the left. You know, if you connect it by a computer, by default, the computer will not connect it. But if you connected it, That means you are literally saying that you wrote lam. You get it? Because this is what is going to be giving you. If you wrote alif and you connected it, it's going to be telling you it's lam at the beginning. You get it? Or in the middle also. So if you wrote, maybe let's say you wrote alif, this is alif, isn't it? It's going to be connected on the right. It could be connected on the right. But you made a mistake and you put something like this. You've changed it to lam. So you have to be conscious of these 6 alphabets, not to join them. Because when you join them, they may turn to another alphabet. In the case of lam and alif. So alif doesn't have point. So that's just something I just want to point out. Okay. Okay, so this is how to write lam at the beginning of the word. It is connected. Then lam fi wasatil kalma. Lam fi wasatil kalma muttasil. So lam at the middle of the word connected. So it's going to look like this. Lam fi wasatil kalma ghayr muttasil. So it's going to look like ghayr muttasil. It's going to look like this. Lam fi نهاية الكلمة متصل. Lam at the end of the word connected is going to look like this. Then lam في نهاية الكلمة غير متصل. Lam at the end of the word not connected is going to look like this. Then we have mim after. The mim also is one of the alphabets that connects on the right. So it's going to be written like this at the beginning. So mim fi wasatil kalma muttasil. Mim at the middle of the word connected is going to be written like this on both sides, the connection on both sides. So mim fi wasatil kalma ghayr muttasil. Mim at the end of the word, at the middle of the word not connected. So it's going to be written like this. Mim fi nihayatil kalma muttasil. It's going to be written like this. Mim fi nihayatil kalma غير متصل. Mim at the end of the word not connected is going to be written like that. Then we go to nun. So also nun is going to be written like ba, ta, sa. Only that when we come to the end, nun will not be on the line like we did for ba, ta, sa. Because when we wrote ba, ta, sa at the end of the word, they were on the line, isn't it? Isn't it? So we wrote something like this. So if it was ba, it's going to be something there. If it was ta, it's going to be something like this. If it was sa, it's going to be something like this on the line. But when you look closely, you can see that noon came down. So that's just the difference. And the difference is at the end. You can see noon didn't stand on the line. It stood, it went down. So if you want to look at the line I'm talking about, you can see this is the line. So also when you want to look at the line I'm talking about, this is the line. So over here, you can see mim came down. This is the line I'm talking about. You can see the rest of Jim came down. So that's what I'm trying to say. So this is just the difference. But if not, it's written like ba, ta, sa. Also, ya is also written like ba, ta, sa when we get there, inshallah. Okay, let's quickly, before we run out of time, I don't want it to get to 15 minutes. Okay, how do we write noon? So noon is going to be written like this, like ba, in the beginning and the end. Then we have a connection. But it has a point on top, don't forget. So noon at the middle, not connected. It's going to be written like this. The noon at the middle, connected, is going to be written like this. It goes down a bit. And noon at the end, not connected, is going to be written like this. Okay, thank you very much. See you in the next segment.